Hello, everybody. Back here again for another Idiot's Guide to Recumbent Biking. And this is my part two of what would be, I guess, day 6 or my 6th ride on it. And this right here is just me kind of running around town of X-Line a little bit. I rode from my hometown here to X-Line. And it's just a kind of a quaint little small town. Most of the roads you can see are rock. There is the main drag through there. There's a nice convenience store slash gas station slash antique store there. They serve pizzas. They've got tenderloins. They've got ice cream, so that kind of stuff. This right here is me actually readjusting some of my things on the bike, getting ready to head out on the highway. Checked a couple texts and that, and then headed back out. And it's about I don't know, not quite a 10-mile ride from my hometown to this little town. According to MapQuest, and that it said it was like 10.24. And when I got there, I was only like 7 or 8 miles into it. So right here, I did not put my ski mask back on or my Under Armour headgear. It was cool enough that my ears were getting cold, so I pulled over, threw that back on, and I didn't have my gloves and that stuff on because it was warm enough. I didn't need it. But I really felt like I wanted something on top of my ears. One thing, it kept my ears a little warmer. And two, I had a headphone in my one ear, and it was creating a lot of wind noise without that over top of my ear, making it hard to hear my podcast. So definitely when I'm out riding, I only wear one headphone at a time, and it's an in-ear piece, not an over-the-ear, so it's not a noise canceling. And with the open ear on the other side of my head, I can hear cars coming, I can hear horns, all that kind of good stuff. So you just saw me head down that big old hill that I hated on the way up. It was a pain in the butt. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to rip down it super fast because at the end I had to slow down and make a right-hand turn and watch for traffic. So again, some of these hills here are really just surprisingly steep, but luckily they're fairly short, so it's not too bad. And what's going to happen here in a second, I'm going to slow the tape down from the 800 times speed back to normal speed. There was a lady coming up here behind me with a blue Impala, Chevy Impala, Missouri license plates, and she like loses her damn mind, starts blowing her horn. I'm going to slow it down right here, and you can kind of see her go by. She's blowing her horn. She's flipping me the bird. She's just pissed off at life, apparently. And then I head on down the road, really think nothing about it. Didn't see the license plate from there, so nothing I can do. I probably could zoom in and find your license plate for this picture, but it's not that big a deal. But I'm just riding along here. Nice, real long little downhill here. Not a big deal. Loving it going down. And of course, now you have to go back up. And it becomes less impressive. But I'm still having a good time. Weather's great. Wind's blowing like crazy. Even on the virtually flat spots, I found myself having to pedal really surprisingly hard because the wind is blowing into my face this way, and it was really slowing me down quite a bit. And again, this is about 6 minutes later in real life time. Here it was much shorter, so I sped up. The same lady going back the opposite direction right here in the car, slow it down for you, is literally blowing her horn at me again and flipping me off from the opposite side of the road. So I don't know if the woman just hates recumbent bikes. I don't know if it's somebody that, like, I drove by their house in a little small town. I have no idea, but that woman lost her ever-living mind. So part of me thinks maybe I should go ahead and at least, make a call one of these times. If I run into one of the deputies like that I know, I'll inform them there's some crazy lady out that's pissed off about people riding their bike. And if you look up Iowa state law, I have as much right to the highway as they did. And I could ride in the middle of the highway in my lane if I wanted to, but I don't. I stay way off this side. I was not in that woman's way. I wasn't causing any problems, especially on the way back. I mean, she's literally the opposite side of the highway and still felt the need to flip me off and blow her horn the entire way past me. So one of the things you notice there coming by the Walmart is you got to really watch for people because they don't give a damn. They'll pull right in front of you. They don't realize how fast you're going. They don't care. A lot of times on street motorcycles and stuff, I guess they expect maybe you're going a little faster. On this bike, I averaged 11.8 mile an hour on the way home. I averaged 12.1, I think, on the way there. And so it was definitely a little bit slower. Just rolling through town here, realized the fact I didn't put in nearly the mileage I thought I was going to. So I decided to go ahead and just scroll on through town on the bike instead of going home. Decided to go out and ride a few more miles and get a little more, I guess, time in the seat, time in the saddle, however you want to call it. And unfortunately, my battery's going to run out here shortly. I didn't think about changing out there because I'd only use one bar on the way all the way there. And then I forget the bars go down quicker once you get to the last half of the battery. So anyway, that's what I have for today's trip. And I think got up to 63 degrees according to the bank. So it got nice and warm. Just a beautiful day to be out riding. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please feel free to leave them below. and I'll be happy to answer any questions you might have. And have yourself a safe and wonderful day, and get out there and ride somewhere.